Hi guys! Welcome to Sisters in the City with me, Anna Bikini.
And me, Mandi, bikini. Okay,
Guys.
Anna, right now, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I feel like I'm the Hulk.
Why?
I feel like I'm bursting out of my cohort.
Why?
I don't know. I've never felt it's so tight on me.
It doesn't look
I've
tight on you.
forced my body into this cohort, yeah, and you know it's itchy. You know, you start feeling really itchy and tight. And honestly, this is the most uncomfortable I've ever been.
Why would you wear an uncomfortable outfit for the podcast?
Because when I put it on, and my body was looking quite snatched.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then the itchiness, I felt
Who are you
was
trying
tight.
to impress here?
You're like, put effort into the podcast. Put the outfit effort. I'm trying.
I never
have no
said
jeans.
that.
I can't wear jeans. All right, I can't wear jeans.
Why not?
Because the body be rejecting jeans. The waist be on teeny weeny and the ass be on fat.
You just get them tailored. I get all my jeans
I don't want to tailor them until I get to my goal weight. So if I tailor them,
Just get-
and I get to my goal weight, I want to tailor them again.
Yeah.
Should I just do that?
I mean, it's not a big deal.
I'm being really stingy.
Yeah. Just fucking get them tailored. And then when you lose more weight, just tailor them again.
All right. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. What the hell? Now I can't live without jeans.
I look so fat here.
I've only started wearing jeans in the last 8 months, and now I can't not wear
I
jeans.
can't live wearing jeans. All right, skinny bitch. All right.
I'm not even-
All right, skinny bitch. You don't understand the struggles.
I'm not even skinny. I'm still curvy.
Whatever.
I'm still curvy.
Compared
I am though. You need to stop saying I'm skinny when I'm not.
to me, I have to compare you to me. So compare to
Barely,
me, skinny bitch.
2 kilos between us.
Whatever.
Literally so annoying. Anyway, guys. So obviously you know my situation.
Oh my God. My situation. You don't have a situation.
My
You're
situation.
literally living your best life. Somebody wants to punch you in the face because you are literally living your best life.
What do you mean?
You're living that unpredictable, carefree, wild life.
Yeah, it's like a midlife crisis.
Your life isn't on routine repeat. It's amazing. You should be happy.
It's a midlife crisis.
It's not a midlife crisis.
It is because of my age.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm in my mum's place right now, right? But
Out of your own choice. Honestly, yeah. You know me. I'm still at my mum's place.
it wasn't my choice to be thrown back out.
Oh, you've been there for a long time now.
Excuse me, no, I haven't. Because when I came out, I haven't really.
Excuse me.
Because the situation was up and down, when I got back with my ex. I thought I was going to be moving back into my old home. I didn't realize that we were going to break up again. So then it was that situation. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't still be at mum's.
All right, okay. So
Anyway, everything happens for a reason. I'm so glad that it happened like this because now, why are you looking at me like that?
you look very pretty.
You're looking at me really funny.
Am I?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. Your face is looking at me really funny. Basically, I'm so glad. When I was talking about how I put offers into other flats and they got rejected, everything happens for a reason.
Right, why?
Because I don't even want to live in here now.
Yeah.
After my last trip to Dubai, I've decided 100% I'm going to get a flat there. No one's going to stop me now. No one. I'm going to get a flat there and I'm going to live between here and there. And I'm going to go back and forth.
Okay.
And that's that.
Yeah, I know because I am contributing to that flat because I want to go back and forth.
Yeah, so I'm going to get a bigger flat because Mandi wants to have a place there for when she comes because she's going to be coming there as well a lot because of the podcast.
Yeah.
And
Because of the podcast?
yeah.
What do you mean? I'm going to be coming there because of the podcast?
Yeah, of course you are.
Oh, okay.
And you get a holiday at the same time.
Yeah, 100%. Patrons, we're going to record in Dubai. I agree.
Basically, we're both going to be going back and forth a lot. So you're going to need a place there.
Yeah, we should change our logo. Sisters in no city.
In every city.
In every city.
Yeah. And also, when I'm here, I'll just stay with my mum when I'm here. I'll move most of my clothes to Dubai because there's not much to do here.
No, there
I'll
isn't.
leave some trackies, a few nice clothes. Most of my stuff, all my bags and my nice shoes, I'm going to move them all to Dubai.
Yeah.
And that's the plan. And hopefully, eventually, we can get a studio in Dubai as well.
I really think that should be the end game.
Oh,
Getting another studio there, having a studio in both cities.
exactly.
So, what's the issue right now, mums? Is everything okay?
Well,
Because you seem like you really want to get out.
do you know what it is, guys? It's so nice in a way being at home with my mom
I don't know how you do it, I'm not going to lie.
yeah, it's really hard though.
I mean, I love my mum more than anything. She's my best friend, but I couldn't.
It's hard because this morning I woke up, I was like, okay. Yesterday was Sunday, right? It was really hard for me for some reason. It was my first Sunday back and just doing nothing, not having much to do.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I really, at that point, really craved like having someone with me watching TV. I'm like traumatized from watching TV. I don't watch TV anymore because like that was like a big thing in my last relationship. So
that's
like,
what you do when you're in a relationship. You watch TV.
So yeah, for the last like however many months, I've not really watched TV.
So what happened?
So
Did
I
you
was like,
manage to get the remote? And
Mandy, it was so hard.
I was
like
this.
I love watching TV as well. So I was like, I forced myself. I was like, Anna, just sit there, watch TV on your own.
And
this sounds so crazy to other people, I'm sure.
Basically, it's triggering. TV is triggering for her.
It was though. It actually was. I couldn't do it in the first 3 months. But now I'm like, snap out of it. I love watching TV. I can't always keep busy and go out and stuff like that. Like, especially
there's nowhere to go.
Yeah. So it was like, I forced myself to put the TV on.
What did you watch?
I watched Mobland, the first 2 episodes.
It's really good,
yeah,
isn't it?
really, really good. And like after the first episode, I was like, I can do this. I can watch TV on my own.
Yeah.
It sounds so wild, but I was like, I can watch TV on my own. Anyway, watch TV.
I kind of prefer watching it on my own.
I don't mind
because I really like dive into the storyline. There's no one distracting me.
I get what you mean. And I could watch TV on my own when I was in my relationship, if that makes sense.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Now watching TV on my own was
feels lonely as fuck.
It's just reminding me a lot of like my last relationship. But yeah, it was all right. I actually enjoyed it. But I just craved having like someone there to watch with.
Why don't you just come to mine? I don't understand. We could watch something together.
It's not that.
You just don't want me
I just
in
want to be cuddled up with someone, you know?
Oh yeah, bitch. I ain't cuddling you.
Anyway, the next day I woke up like, okay, lovely. I'm going to make my coffee, have a nice peaceful morning. And my mum and dad are in the living room and they're like calling me over to the living room. They're like, Anna, come here. We need to speak to you. I'm like, what is going on? Like, let me just have my coffee like in peace and I'll come over. Constantly, dad kept coming to my room. Come to the living room. We need to speak to you.
Like you're a teenager.
Honestly. And I was like, okay, I'm coming in 5 minutes. I go to the living room. I sit down. I'm like, what's up? They're like, okay, well, we really need to speak to you. Like, what is your plan? Like, what do you mean? What is your plan?
What, they're trying to kick you out? I was like,
no, they're like, what's your plan with like, in terms of relationships and like having children? Don't you want to have children? Don't you think that like it's getting late for you?
Is this mummy and daddy saying this?
Both of them are saying this. I'm like, what? Like, why are you talking to me about this right now? Like, let me just live my life. They're like, don't you think it's getting too late for you? Like, don't you think you should just pick one of these like basically boring Iranian guys just to get married to and like and have a child with them? And I'm like, I don't want to just get married to a boring Iranian guy just so that I can pop out a baby. Like, I don't want to be, I'd rather be alone than bored. Like, I'd rather be alone than be with someone that I don't fancy, I don't love, and be bored. Honestly, I'd rather just continue the way I am and just date and find other hobbies. But you're the one who
always says that like all relationships in the end turn out like boring or whatever.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I haven't experienced that yet. I'm 4 years in. I'm not bored. I'm really happy.
Exactly. I mean boring in other ways, Mandi. Like not boring. Like when I say like relationships long term, like they change. It's not like the same as the beginning.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
It's not.
Yeah, but if the beginning is going to be boring, then
oh my God
help you like in 4 years time. And I don't want to just settle for someone that I don't fancy or I don't love or have zero like interest in. Like I can't do that. I really can't just for the sake of having a baby, you know. And they're like, you know, all these like what you're looking for, it doesn't exist. And it is true. What I'm looking for doesn't exist. Like honestly,
if they said that, then they're right.
They're right. What I'm looking for doesn't exist. But at the same time, like I'm not going to settle for some boring life. I'm just not.
She wants to live life on the edge.
No, like I don't. Do you know what? I know what I want is like doesn't exist, but I want something close to it. And if I don't have that, then I'm not settling. I'd just rather be on my own. I'll be on my own. I'll find hobby. I was like, look, Mandy's kids will be like my kids.
Bitch, we don't even know if I can have kids.
Yeah, but your kids will be like my kids. And like, I just accepted like, if that's not meant for me, that's not meant for me. It's not like I literally went through my life like
planning
for kids. No, what I'm saying is it's not like I went through my life like I have to have kids. I'm so maternal. Like I never have really been anyway. If anything, it's been quite the opposite of my whole life. I've never been like crazy about kids, you know? So why stress myself and like why put myself through all this just or settle with someone just for the fact of having kids? It's not worth it for me. Like it's not something that I've always dreamed of having, you know? And then they were like, when Mandi has kids, she's going to leave you. She's going to forget about you. This or this stuff they were saying, you know, proper Iranian parents. And like, everyone's going to move on with their lives and you're going to be alone.
First of all,
I was like, wow, like what a thing to wake up to. What a conversation to wake up to.
First of all, how do we even know that I'm going to have kids? number one. Number two, let's say I have kids. Am I going to get pregnant, have a baby and be like, goodbye now, Anna. I don't need you anymore. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you're still going to be my sister. In fact, you're probably going to be even closer to me because I'm going to need you to take these little children away from me.
Exactly. I'll look after them all the time.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen anyway. Like, why are they putting such negativity on it? You're going to meet someone, you're going to have your own family.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I just think whatever is meant to be will be. I might meet someone in the next 6 months and be like, wow, in love, get married and like move faster than you. You never know.
Yeah.
Like, you literally never know what's around the corner. But I'm not going to force it. Like, just because they know of some Iranian guy that's like boring but like ticks certain boxes, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to just settle.
But
do you see what I mean?
On that note, I do think that if you want to meet someone, you can't fill up your time with the wrong people. Because that time that you could be out with your girlfriends, day drinking or going to like, you know, restaurants, places that you potentially could meet the right one. Because I know like there's a few of our friends that they go basically during the day, they just chill out in London, they go to nicer places, not nightclubs or like cash places, and they meet like decent guys. If you're filling up your free time, spending time with the wrong guys, then you're not going to meet the right guy. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's very true. And that's like in my head, I had that in my head, like, Anna, like you date with intention, like you're only going to date someone that you can see a future with. And like, that was the plan. But like,
because in that case, you will regret it.
I know, but I also feel like I'm at a stage in my life, right? Where like, obviously I'm still healing and it's really important for me to have fun as well right now. Like, because of all the, like what I've gone through the last, however, like 9 months, is like, I really want to concentrate on just like enjoying myself and not overthinking so much.
Yeah.
Just for like at least the summer. No?
I
Don't you think I deserve that? Like, deserve to like not overthink, and I like after all the stress that I put myself through, just to like let go a little bit and like not overthink. But the only problem with that is if I fall into something
you
again.
catch feelings.
Yeah.
Because you're an emotional person. What if you catch feelings?
I do.
Bro, if you're going to go through another like heartbreak or having to walk away from someone you've caught feelings for, like goodbye, like CVA, long. Like, sorry, you make mistakes. You have to learn from them. That's life. Can't keep making the same mistakes. You can't. And you have to be like disciplined. There are men who aren't dating every fit girl or every random girl because they're like, I know these girls aren't wifey and I know they're not serious. I'm not going to waste my time and my money taking them out and spoiling them. I've seen guys like that.
Right.
They're only going to date a girl that they know they're going to end up, they could potentially end up with, and it's not a waste of time.
Yeah.
You need to think like those guys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do think like that. But just right now at this very stage, it's like, if like, for example, there's someone that's like, I've met that I get like red flags from, I might not completely cut it off if I'm really enjoying my time with them.
Yeah. But the reason you enjoy your time with someone is when you have a crush on them. That otherwise you don't enjoy your time.
I'm not going to find it hard to walk away from that person in like 2 months' time, if that makes sense, because it's too soon to be that deep with.
I think it could be hard if you meet someone and you click and you have fun, it could be hard to walk away straight away. So you just have to be careful.
Yeah.
Because you could end up, like, time flies, man. Do you know what I mean? You need to put yourself, if you want to meet the right person, you want to meet a guy who's close to what you want, you need to go intentionally, go out single. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just can't be bothered though.
But the next 2 months, like, you might as well.
I just need to like concentrate on just being happy and free and just having fun for a while. It's too soon for me to be thinking about constantly like I have to meet someone that has potential all the time. Like, what if I meet someone that I'm really enjoying my time with? They may not be 100% potential, but like they just let me like forget about things and like just live in the moment, you know?
I don't mean like going out trying to meet someone who's got potential. When you meet someone who's got potential, it just happens naturally when you are out.
Yeah.
But that can't happen when you have a man right next to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't be living like that. You should be living like, I'm healing, I'm single, I'm going out with my girls, I'm going to nice places, I'm enjoying my life, I'm going on holidays, I'm going to Cannes, I'm going to San Tropez, I'm going to Miami, whatever, I'm going alone. But then during that time, you could just meet the right person.
I get what you mean.
But if during that time, you're going to be beside the wrong person, you're never going to get approached by the right person. Or you're never going to meet the right person. That's what I mean.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. And I have a bad habit of doing that, obviously.
But it's true. It is quite fresh and you are healing and it is summer. You know what I mean? Hot girl summer, babes.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself. Don't overthink it.
Talking about dating, our episode today is, I can't believe he said this on the first date. And this is very relevant right now because obviously I've been going on first dates. And if you listen to our Patreon episodes, you will hear the wild, crazy dating stories.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, do you have anything wild that you've been told on the first date?
I don't know. One time I remember going on a date. This is years ago. And a guy said something to me about it's expensive, like dating and taking girls on dates and stuff. Like, didn't appreciate it. And it was so awkward. Like I had a taco in my hand.
Oh my God.
And he said this. And I felt like I had to be so grateful for the taco.
Oh my God.
And why did he even book a taco restaurant anyway? Like who books that for a first date?
Oh my God. That's awful.
So men be coming out with some wild shit.
Yeah. I feel like first dates are so important, yeah?
It's the first impression.
First impressions are so important. And like, if you want a second date, do better.
It's a make or break.
Yeah. But then again, like, if you listen to our recent Patreon episodes, I've had some crazy first dates and I've gone on a second one.
Yeah.
Because like they may have done like some red flag things, but I liked them.
But they weren't red flags that were deal breakers. Yeah. They weren't icks.
Yeah, they weren't icks. I mean? A red flag isn't necessarily an ick.
Yeah.
An ick is something else.
A red flag for you're just like a ball. You just run towards that red flag. But for Anna, it's like, if you want a second date with her, you need to pull out a few red flags. Do you know what I mean?
I never thought this about myself until now. Like, I realized that about myself.
You used to always go for really good boys, like nerdy ones.
Yeah.
Like innocent, like literally guys that I'd be like, wow, I can't believe like Anna fancies these nerds.
Yeah, and then what's happened to me?
I don't know, you're some bad boy fiesta now.
Yeah, it should have been the other way round. Like, usually when you're younger, you go for these bad boys that are red flags, and you're older, you grow out of it. Maybe because I
you suppressed it.
Yes, I suppressed it.
You used to always judge me when we were younger,
and now suddenly now, it's coming out of me.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Because you didn't experience the whole bad boy era of your life. And now you're experiencing the first time, it's very tasty. You know what I mean? It's exciting. It's adrenaline. It's like living life really on the edge. Like, do you know what I mean? They're crazy. They're possessive. They're coming after you. Like,
yeah.
Bitch, you're mine. And it's just very exciting. We aim for the age group that we're in.
Exactly. I can't afford to be doing that.
No.
I can't afford to be going through this right now.
I experienced those times when Anna was judging me and she was with these nerds. And now, look at you now.
No, when I say bad boys, guys, can we just get this straight?
Ain't roadman.
No roadman. Yeah, like I'm not into that. I'm not into that.
But
man.
Your ex wasn't
bro.
a roadman, but he was a bit of a bad boy.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't a bad boy, but
he was a red flag.
Yeah, he was a red flag.
Okay, so the first one is, as he drove up to the entrance of the restaurant, he literally turned to me and asked me to transfer him for half of the food and drinks we were going to have.
We were going to have?
He was so serious about it and he actually wanted me to pay. What do you do in that situation? Pull out your banking app and start transferring before?
Oh my God.
This is tragic.
He wanted a pre-dinner transfer. Like, when you're all like a group of 10 people going to a birthday party and then someone says like, everybody send me, this is how much I'm going to spend. He's doing one of them ones.
Yeah.
He didn't want the awkwardness of when the receipt comes to the table and he wanted to look like a big man.
Yeah.
When the receipt comes, so he'd be like, yeah, I'm paying the bill.
Exactly.
But he wanted to look sick. He wanted to fool everyone when really...
He's a little bitch.
Oh my God.
He's a little bitch.
Yeah, he's a little bitch boy.
I'm sorry, but like, how do you even... Is this like a little minimum spend thing? How does he even know what she's going to order? How does he know how much the food's going to come up to?
Yeah, exactly.
What if she doesn't really want to eat that much? What if she wants to eat a lot? What if she wants to drink a lot? Or she doesn't? How does he know? Is it like a minimum spend? I'll take it off the bill.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how much it's going to be. Like, no matter what it's going to be. Like £1,000, £100. Ain't no 50-50 up in here, bitch.
How is he even going to work it out though? How's he working it out? Is it like a minimum spend?
Maybe
take off the bill?
If the bill comes less, I will transfer
That's
you
what I'm saying.
back.
Like, you know how...
Transfer you back. And if the bill is more, then you have to transfer me after.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If she didn't pull up and say, I'm not going on that date, I hope she did.
You know what? There's a lot of things that I will take, and I will still go on the date. But this
Is the one thing.
This is something that I will have to leave.
Yeah.
I will have to walk away.
I just don't understand. Why would you ask a girl out for dinner and then expect her to pay half the bill? Like, if you can't afford to date, don't date. Do you know what I mean? Like, stay at home, homie. Don't date. Like, you're too broke to date. So don't date. Don't date. Go on a dating app. Put in your bio, I want pussy for free.
No.
I can't take you out. Anyone basic and has very low standards, DM me.
No, because a lot of girls don't mind doing 50-50, yeah?
Well, girls.
So that's the thing.
Them girls.
He's going to want a girl like that.
Have self-esteem issues. They do, because why?
Like, honestly, why?
I don't agree.
I would just feel like a man at that point. Does that sound really bad to say?
What?
If I was paying 50-50,
yeah,
like,
the vagina will be dry for decades.
I'd feel like my masculine side would come out.
Yeah,
at that point.
I might have to bend him over the table and fuck him with a strap on. Did you enjoy dinner, bitch? Did you? Like, it's just it.
I
can't imagine. I don't.
No, right there and then we pulling up at the entrance of the restaurant. And he says this right there and then. I'm like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. You peasant.
Okay. We were having a chat about your partner using social media, and he said, my last girl wasn't allowed to post bikini pictures, but I'm allowed to post topless pictures. It ended up in a very heated conversation, and I didn't see him again.
Nobody even cares about your topless pictures. Do you think any girl cares about? Do you think anyone cares? When a man, I don't think so.
What do you think about this? Like, I completely understand if a guy doesn't want their girl to post bikini pictures. Yeah. Fine, fair enough. Like, that's your... I
agree.
That's your vibe. That's your opinion. Like, each their own. But don't you dare think that it's okay for you to post topless pictures. No.
Yeah.
Double standards.
Why are you showing your titties?
Double standards.
But it's not the same, really. Nobody really cares about men's bodies. Like, sorry. Even me as a straight woman, I don't care.
I like a good chest.
Yeah, but after I like you.
Yeah.
After I like you.
No, I like a good chest, but once I see you posting it on social media, I don't like it anymore.
You don't care about man chest unless you like the man who has the chest. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
You're not on social media. If you're on an explore page and you see a man with a top, you don't care.
No.
You think, like, why are you doing that? You must be poor. But when you like a man, then you start thinking, like, what's his chest saying? Then you start thinking, I want to see that. What's his chest about?
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody cares about chest.
It's true. And also, as soon as what I'm saying is, even if I like you, as soon as I see you start posting your chest online, I automatically don't like you anymore.
Why would you do that? What's the purpose of showing that? Like,
exactly.
But I don't like men that even show anything online.
Oh
really.
My God,
like,
honestly,
I don't like.
If you listen to my Patreon episodes and you know about, like, recently, like, I've been going on dates, and one of the guys that I was dating that I actually quite liked, he posted so much online. He's got a big social media presence.
He's peacocking.
What's peacock?
I don't know. It's a saying when people like show off, like they're
online. He's like constantly posting everywhere he goes, everywhere. He's like sitting around in his nice clothes and his nice restaurants and like designer stuff and posting on his story all the time. Like,
why are you doing that?
It's such an ick. But why am I not getting put off him is the question. This is what I'm really wondering.
Because you know, like, he can back it. Do you know what I mean? Because you know you can back it.
It's not the point.
No, you know what? I would still get the ick though.
I know, but it's such a big ick, but I don't know why I'm not getting the ick off him.
Maybe it's the red flags. You just love the red flags.
No, it's like, I feel like when I look at I do cringe.
Yeah.
When I look at the Instagram. But I still...
You were going to say you fancy, right?
No.
You were about to say you fancy.
I still like...
Interested. Interested.
I'm interested to get to know.
I don't know what it is as well. Like, I find it really icky when guys be showing off, like peacocking online. And I just think, why are you doing that? You're trying to get girls, you're trying to impress guys. Like, I don't know, I don't like it. But then men will say, why are you showing off your batty? You know what I mean? Why are you posting bikini pictures? Why are you showing off?
Exactly.
Because I can, that's why. And you can't.
It's a thing though, when you like someone or if you fancy them, icks don't ick you out. They might be an ick. Yeah, they might be an ick, especially if you love someone. Like, I'm sure there's loads of things my ex did that if someone else did, I'd be like, But because you love them, it's not an ick.
I know, it becomes cute.
Yeah, but it becomes cute. So it's one of those ones.
Yeah, anyway, what the fuck were we even talking about?
This guy saying that she can't post bikini pictures, but he's posting topless pictures.
Double standards. But you know, men, just that's what they believe in, double standards.
Yeah.
When it comes to everything.
Yeah. We have double standards, me and you.
We have double standards because they do. And they can't be the only ones with double standards, so we create our own.
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah. Wow, we're gaslighters. Okay.
Anyway, next one.
At 35, he casually said, I've never been in a relationship, and it completely turned me off.
Yeah. Look, personally, when they're 40 and they've never been married or had kids, I genuinely believe,
that could be me.
I think they're gay. If they've never been in a relationship
You just said married and kids. Relationship's different.
No.
You just said
that
could be me.
But that's different as a woman. I don't think a woman's a lesbian.
What do you mean?
Because women are really picky. Men, they would eventually settle down with someone.
What do you mean it's worse as a woman? Because a man...
If he's 40 and he's never been married and he's never had kids, it's because... It has to be because he's really, really, really well off. And what he's doing is he's been messing around all the time.
You don't have
He's
to
been messing around.
You don't let me...
He gets bare pussy and he's really living that womanizer
life. You have to be really well off to get loads of pussy and fuck around, yeah? Number one.
But they're more likely to never, like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Worse when a woman gets older and they've not married and had kids because of the fact that we are more... Our intuition?
If you don't have the words for it, then don't debate me.
No. It's in our instincts. So like, we don't want to fuck around.
No, we don't.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So for us, it's weird if we're not married and had kids.
No, when I see a 40-year-old woman who aren't married with no kids, I think, poor woman, she's been searching for the right man her whole life. And they're all such trash bag shit cunts that she has ended up single, childless.
Yeah.
Because every woman I've met who's 40 and above, who is single and hasn't got married, is because they've suffered.
Tried.
They have suffered dating all of these fuckboys all their life.
Exactly. That's basically my situation.
Yeah, but men, there's loads of good women out there. It doesn't make sense. It's because they're either proper hoes, like Leonardo DiCaprio. Or DiCaprio. Or they are in the closet gay. They're either like this, enjoying all of this, switching it up every day.
Yeah.
Not even steak every day, different gal, different week lifestyle.
Yeah.
They don't want to be tied down.
Yeah.
And, they can do that. Normally it's more well-off men that could do that because dating is expensive. When you cuff a girl, she'll just be happy with a hug.
Mandi, these days you don't need to date to get fucked.
It's true, but you have to do something.
Not really. If you're fit, you can get girls.
It's true.
Like, honestly, girls these days, you're busting it open for anything, for a fucking Kit Kat.
But most likely, what do we see? Most of the time, it's really like well-off artists, rappers, singers that don't settle down because they're living that lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? It's a lifestyle that they're living.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You could be a fit broke guy that could also do the same thing, but it's not as common as someone who can afford that lifestyle. So have you seen Offset on his Instagram recently?
No.
So Offset, I don't know, there must be some weird thing going on between Cardi B and Offset right now.
Why?
There's some online, when you're famous and your ex famous, you're both famous and there's like bad blood and bad energy.
Yeah.
And you both start moving mad on social media. So that's what's going on with Cardi B and Offset right now.
Why?
So I was looking at Cardi B's Instagram and she's got like rooms full of roses. Like you think you've been shutting it down. You don't even know. Cardi B been doing some next things. Like Cardi B's entire house is a rose.
It's like as you move up in the game, is it like just another level?
Yeah.
Like it's not normal. It's not one bunch of flowers anymore.
No.
It's like a whole fucking house of flowers.
So what do billionaires do?
That's what I'm thinking.
They have to buy an island of roses.
And like everything just becomes so ordinary.
The standard. And if Cardi B got what you got, she'd spit on them and chuck them out the front door. She'd sit on them and throw them out the front door. We're going to show right now a picture of what Anna got and what Cardi B got. We're going to put them side by side now. Anyway, and then her next picture is her on the yacht.
Those flowers that I got were over £1,000.
Yeah. Hers 100,000. 100,000. So she's on the yacht with this guy. And anyway, recently, like a week or two ago, I saw they were at like an NBA game.
Right.
And she was acting all like shy and he's like grabbing her. He's a very masculine,
Offset?
No, not Offset. This other man.
Oh,
Other you. He's not a you. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
yeah.
He's a man. He's a whole ass man. And he was grabbing her face, like, pulling her forward. He was very like, you know when you make a rough, dominant alpha girl into a little Bambi.
Exactly.
Like, you know, I like Cardi B. But when I'm around Ginger, I'm like,
yeah.
Anyway, he was like very like, come here, yeah?
Yeah.
And then recently I posted all these mad roses and her on the yacht with him. And then
Same guy, yeah?
Yeah, like romance. We're not talking like fuckeries, we're talking romance.
Yeah.
And then the other video was her, that yacht obviously turned to a yacht party.
Oh.
So she's like stripping and bouncing her ass just for him. And my gosh, the way Cardi B's buttocks moves, yeah? It's not like anything I've seen before. It's not a twerk. She does a slow twerk. It's like, imagine a slow fish.
Yeah.
She like does this thing with her bum where it's like going up and down slowly. It was amazing.
Okay.
Maybe I watched it about 1,000 times and started looking slower. Anyway, and he's like, you know, looking in her eyes, not even at the arse. He slaps the arse, but he looks at her eyes. Like, they in love, bitch. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Then I was like, this is bad that she's doing this because she must be like she's trying to shut something down in his face. She must trying to do like,
you
hurt me? Look at me now.
Yeah.
I've upgraded. I couldn't get another man to love me better than you.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Big ass 7-foot man loving on me better than you did.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's trying to make a
Good
message.
for her.
She's trying to send a message. So I go on Offset's page.
Okay.
Offset's. He's got like vaginas and bums and boobs all over his face in every post. And like every comment is like, my man is hurt. My man is hurt. This is a baby daddy hurting. This is how you know he's so hurt.
Sorry, but Cardi's winning.
What really hurts a man is when the woman he hurt and lost she's not messing around, but she found another man to love her.
Yeah.
It like hurts them so
much. Of course.
Like I thought her picture on the yacht with him probably hurt Offset 10 times more than Offset's pictures hurt Cardi.
Of course. Even if I think about someone that I love, if I think about them fucking different girls, that doesn't hurt me, or different bums and vaginas in their face. I'm just like, that wouldn't hurt me. But if I think about them in a relationship, actually having emotional chats and like, you know, looking into each other's eyes and like making love, that hurts. Making love, not fucking. Yeah. You know, yeah.
The Offset thing is like mad on it right now.
What you were talking about just now though, about that whole, you know, an alpha female becoming like a little softie when they're around a proper like masculine man. It's a really interesting conversation because like recently with one of the guys that I can't keep saying one of the guys, it sounds really bad.
Who cares, man?
He was with his friend in the car and me and him are going back and forth like debating over something, and his friend was like, I don't get it, you're such a pretty girl, and like, is it because of your podcast that you have this like a masculine energy about you?
How dare
that
they?
You're coming like trying to argue with him like about this. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, maybe if he didn't bring out this side of me, bring out this, like, he wasn't being rude. He was saying it in the nicest way. He was like, you're so pretty and like you can be soft. So why don't you just always have that like soft girl like energy? Why'd you get all masculine? Like, because I'm answering. And I was like, just because I'm answering back, or like if you give me something, I'm gonna give it back. I was like, if you make me feel like a little girl, then I'll feel like that. But if you make me feel like this, then I'll act like this. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, you didn't explain it well at all.
I didn't explain it well at all, but it was just like a conversation that I had last week.
So that guy was giving you the energy to make you come out and be masculine, like come out.
Exactly.
In that way.
Yes, he was giving me that energy and I'm not going to sit and be quiet and be like,
But you know what? And I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to give it back. I
actually think like all of this is a load of bollocks, really. I'm not going to lie.
Really? Yeah. Because also, another one of my really good friends in Dubai, like she's so pretty and we were out at like at a party and this guy goes to her, you're so pretty. It's a shame that you've got masculine energy. Just because she's a bit louder and she's just a bit... It's so rude.
The reason I think it's a load of bollocks is because I've been thinking about this a lot recently and I realised that you either have this personality where you're a little bit more of an alpha female, you're loud, you're opinionated, you're, confident, you're assertive. You're either like that genetically through your upbringing, through your genes, or you're just not. Or you're more submissive, you're more docile.
Well, you can be both.
Right, you can be both. At times, we all recollect between anyway.
No, some people aren't ever like that.
Right.
And some people aren't ever soft. Like, I feel like our personalities, we are both.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
But like, even with Gingerbeard, like, to be honest, I am always really like, do you know what I mean? And he even says to me like, Mandi, you need to stop with that. You need to stop being like, acting like you've got a pair of balls between your legs. You're not a geezer. Yeah. But then I was like, you're just not used to a woman who is opinionated and assertive, and she puts her foot down and says, I don't like this and this ain't right.
Exactly.
Just used to women are going along and agreeing with everything.
Yeah, but it's like, as soon as a woman does that and they say, I don't like this, or this is wrong, or excuse me, no, suddenly we're masculine.
Suddenly we're men.
You know, is that a thing?
No.
I'll just, if you speak a bit louder, or you're a bit more assertive in your voice or your tone, like the way I'm talking now, like for example, this is how I was talking on the phone. That's masculine, apparently.
No, it's not.
Because I'm just not like, oh.
It's because they have trying to make women mute for generations, and they've tried to like socially condition us to think we have to be more quiet and we have to be less opinionated and we have to let the man lead, and that's the way they've suppressed us. But now, no, it's not a man's world.
No,
not anymore,
no.
bitch. No. And like our mum was like this, you know what I mean? So that's where we got it from as well. And our dad was quite a feminist.
I can't change. Honestly, I cannot change the way I am.
But it's nice that when a man can bring it out of you, like especially like like when you're in like a sexual way, like you know, like that video I was talking about with Cardi B and that guy, he was like flirting with her, he was sticking on her in like a flirty sexual way.
Yeah.
In that scenario, like it would be nice if you could become like really feminine.
I can be very feminine in normal scenarios as well.
Yeah.
It just depends if you make me feel like that. I can be the cutest, sweetest little, like my voice even goes quieter. My tone changes.
I do that all the time.
But you need to bring it out on me. Like otherwise it's just not going to happen. If you're annoying me or if you're pissing me off, the other side's going to come out.
The next time a guy says this to you, you say to him, it's because you're in your feminine that I need to be in my masculine.
Exactly.
We can't both be bitches.
I wish I could turn back time and say that. I just said, you bring this out of me. I should have said, it's because you're so feminine.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what you should have said.
Sometimes when I'm talking to people, I wish that you could just be in my body.
I
was going to say, come in my body.
That's worse. That's worse.
Come into my body and speak for me, because you would shut it down.
Yeah.
And like, I imagine like if only Mandi was here, she'd shut it down.
Sometimes when I'm under pressure, I just, honestly, I get stage fright and I can't.
All right, next one is, we matched and within a few hours we decided to meet in person. I was digging him, but when I asked him whether he lived alone with family or housemates, he said, I still live with my ex, but like, we're cool now.
Well, you're in a relationship. You're basically in a relationship.
So many people end up living with their exes after they broke up.
Yeah, but do they fuck though? Because I think that they do.
A lot of the times they don't.
Why wouldn't
they?
So
weird. It's so weird.
Well, then they have money problems. If you're living with your ex and it isn't like a whole roommate with benefit situation and you detest each other and you genuinely wouldn't touch each other.
They might not detest. Maybe they're cool with each other, but they're like, okay, we're living.
If you're cool with each other, then you're going to end up coming in each other.
No, maybe they're cool with each other and they're like in the process of moving out.
Listen to me. I know people who have ended up in situations where they broke up and they lived together. The only time that they don't have a little, you know, like here and there is when they both hate each other. They detest each other.
Okay.
They resent each other. If they're cool, like, oh, you cool, I'm making pasta, do you want some? I'm going to watch a movie, do you want to try? They will fuck.
No, not true, because what if the relationship's been so long that they're like in some sexless relationship and they don't even fancy each other anymore and they're just basically like, what, we're just friend, like it's just become a friend thing now? Like,
it could happen still. It's still, they could want... You know, the excitement comes back.
Yeah.
The excitement comes back.
When it's forbidden.
When it's like we're friends now and you start seeing other people, then you start thinking, what about the old thing?
Yeah. That's
what
at
was
home.
that like? Maybe we should revisit our roots. That's what they start thinking.
Revisit at home where I live, more like.
You know what I mean? Then it's exciting because you're fucking different people, so the sex improves.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because the chemistry's like,
yeah, we're not actually together kind of thing.
Exactly. Can't trust it.
Yes.
It's either that or they hate each other, they detest each other.
Yeah, but they're in the process of moving out.
What process? What's this process?
Like they're looking for a new place.
Should be dating.
Like maybe they're looking for a new place. They bought a house together. They 50-50 the mortgage. The mortgage. And they're like in the process of like selling the house.
Well, then he should wait. What? Before he dates, he should wait and sell that fucking house. Yeah. Nobody's going to know him.
I know.
Right now, I'm just living with my ex. You know, we're just selling our house.
It's like me right now living with my mum.
What do you mean? That's what? You're not living with your ex?
No.
Imagine you living with your ex. You think any of these guys would want to be with you?
No.
They would never date you.
Do you know what? I think I could still have the power to live
Yeah,
with
do you know what I mean? Because they might
they-
be like, you know what, I need to save a bitch.
Yeah.
She's stuck.
Maybe I should just lie and say I live with my ex because then they'll want to save me.
I think it's off-putting.
Yeah, it is.
It's off-putting.
Yeah. If anything, it's off-putting, like even like men knowing that you're dating other men.
Yeah, I agree as well with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a very complicated situation for me because obviously I have a podcast and dating stories are fun. And like I'm very open on my podcast to talk about things.
Yeah,
know?
but you say it on the Patreon.
Yeah, I know. People be clipping my Patreon.
And
I'm putting it on TikTok.
Yeah, so a man
and
who
then
has
other
TikTok,
guys will send
you
my...
can't be with a man who's got TikTok.
No, so this morning, a guy sent me a clip of TikTok that someone had clipped from Patreon and sent it to him. And he was like, lol.
Yeah, I bet he wants you even more now. Bet you. Bet. Men are very competitive. You know, male whales.
He's like, how many guys are you talking to?
Male whales compete in swimming contests to chase the female whale. They will swim. They'll race. They race. So tell him, you want to join the race or you want to watch it from the outside?
I said, look, at the end of the day, my work is my work and I'm out here going for dinner. It's nothing more than just dinner and a chat. And sorry,
It's like a speed dating, but different days. No one would judge you if you were speed dating in one day. You know, some people do 1 day of speed dating. They go on like 20 dates in one day.
Oh yeah, true. They don't get judged.
Exactly. It's not, but it's slow dating for you.
Slow dating.
Not slow dating.
Slow dating.
Just say that to him. Say it's just the thing. Hi, it's called slow dating. And that's the way you meet your future husband, by slow dating.
I'm dead. Okay. He literally told me he was sleeping with other people, even if he was talking to me. I had an inkling it was happening, but him saying it out loud turned me off. Wait, hold on a minute. This is very much like similar to what I was talking about on Patreon of my date. My first date with that guy. My first date, he started dropping all these influencer girls that he started dating as well.
Yeah, but he's not saying like, I'm sleeping with this one right now.
No, he didn't say sleeping with, but he was like, recently I've been going on dates with like this. And he named like 3 influencers. 3 influencers.
He should be an influencer. He's so passionate about them.
He almost is one.
Who gives a fuck about influencers? Like seriously. Half of them don't even look how they look on fucking Instagram. And there's bare hot girls, better looking girls who aren't verified, who don't have any followers and are not influencers.
Exactly.
So I don't get it. It's like men these days care more about how you look online than how you look in real life. Do you know that?
They show off.
Because they want to show, because they're so sad. They want to show their friends and be like, look at her, this is the girl I'm seeing. And they show a catfish, you know? And like, that's what they care about. They don't care about, she's so good looking in real life. You could be clapped in real life, but if you look hot on Instagram, it'll probably cough you.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
They're so
and
sad.
I actually hate the whole influencing side of my work. Like, I'm so shit at it. Literally, I was in Dubai for 5 weeks. I went to the nicest places. I wore the nicest outfits.
No, but you do look like you're so good.
I didn't take any pictures. I'm the shittest influencer.
Yeah, same.
Like, maybe we need to up our influencing game, Mandi.
Yeah. For these sad men, being with an influencer is like, for them, it's like a commodity. For them, it's like a girl getting a Chanel bag. For them, it's like, I managed to get a relationship with an influencer.
Really? So sad.
Yeah, I know.
So sad. Yes.
That's why I like Gingerbeard and like his kind of circle, because they're so not like that.
They're not like that at all.
Like they, in fact, I think for them it's a bad thing to be with an influencer.
Yeah.
So for them it's like, long being with an influencer. Like, do you know what I mean?
I feel the opposite. Sometimes I feel like if I meet someone, I just don't want to tell them about my whole life, like until they get to know me, because I'm scared that they're going to get put off.
Yeah.
Mandi, I saw it like the other way around. Like, I'm scared that they see my Instagram or they see my podcast or they see that side of me, they might get put off.
No. I mean, I think when I first met Gingerbeard, he probably thought like, oh, cool. Like, do you know what I mean? But I don't think it was something that he would want to have settled down with.
Yeah.
I don't think it's something he would have ever wanted to take seriously. It just happened, do you know what I mean? Because I'm addictive.
Yeah.
But some guys actually just want to like get in a relationship and marry an influencer, and then
but some guys it's off-putting.
Yeah.
And I feel like most of the guys that I probably would like, that type of guy that I'd like, would find it off-putting.
I know exactly what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
And that
you want that whole narrow-minded guy, do you know what I mean? you want him, and he doesn't want that.
Exactly.
That's the situation.
I don't want anyone to judge me from just looking at my Instagram or just looking at my
Mummy,
podcast.
that even right. What you're looking for doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
Don't judge me. Let me do what I want, but you don't want me to have Instagram. And, you know, it's just all
a big mess.
Contradictions.
Yeah, I am a walking contradiction.
Yeah.
I am.
Cheers to that.
I hate myself.
Don't say that.
I'm joking. I don't hate myself.
I love you.
myself.
I love you. Don't say that. Upset me. Why are you not cheesing me? I was stretching all the way.
Just thinking about what I just said.
I hate myself. You don't at all.
Little me would look up to big me and be like,
what a whore.
little B would never think that I'd be here now.
Yeah. We've made little us proud.
We actually have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. We literally,
Yeah.
honestly,
yeah.
Mandy.
Are we trying to come into each other?
No, I'm really super, super proud. Work career-wise.
Work career-wise, yeah.
Other things,
Do you know what, Anna?
not so proud.
It's complicated. It's complicated. You're finding the right person is a complicated journey. It's not easy. And who said that we have to marry each kids anyway? Who said that?
What did you say?
Who said that we even need to get married and have kids? You know, who even said that mummy and daddy, they don't know. They don't understand.
Where did it get them?
Exactly. They're not together.
Yeah.
They're so confused about us as well. They don't really They're literally so confused. My dad's like, so you are a celebrity or what is this? Like, they don't really understand. They just know we're doing well because we take them out for good dinners and nights out and shit. Like, and we look after them. That's how they know we're doing something right. But they don't really understand this whole career thing.
No. Anyway, I really enjoyed this episode. We'll do a part 2 for Patreon this week.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe.
And join our Patreon.
Join our Patreon. Honestly, the episodes recently have been wild.
Wild as fuck.
Wild. The clips on TikTok don't do it justice. You know the clips that people clip and put on TikTok make me look like a fucking loser.
She's not a loser.
Because they don't...
She's winning right now.
Manny, like, I cringe when I listen to the clips.
Why do you care?
Because it's like 1 minute from a fucking 40-minute episode and it just sounds like I just sound...
Don't listen to it.
I don't.
Just scroll past. I don't.
I know. I don't even go on TikTok now because I'm so scared of my clips coming up.
If it comes up, I just scroll past. I don't even watch it. I'm very good at that.
Like I said today, someone sent it to me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.